Thank you, my lord. And then what happened
En wat het gebeur
after
na
that?
dit?
Het die hele tyd aangegaan so.
It went on for some time like that.
So omtrent so ek wou hoe praat hulle oor mekaar, die ene praat en tyd en goed. Ek het gehoor so paas toe.
Around about that, my lords, they were speaking amongst each other, and I heard whilst they were speaking about past two.
Dan toe hoor ek die een sê vir my, maar ek moet nie kak praat, ek het saam met Boeta.
And I will hear the one saying that I mustn't talk shit, I was with Buddha.
Ek het saam met Boeta die kinder, Malima het oorgevat.
I took the child with Buddha to Makalima,
En van my gevra het ek kom Malima ken.
and I was also asked, do I also know Makalima?
Ek het hulle gesê ja, ken haar.
I said, yes, I do know her.
Ek het my gevra waar sy bly, sê maar sy bly in Plaggaskamp, waar by Boeta hulle.
Kan u weer dit herhaal asseblief?
Waar sy bly in Plaggaskamp by Boeta hulle.
I told him that she lives there in the informal settlement by Buddha them.
Yes.
Were you still hanging at that time?
Het u nog steeds gehang daai tyd?
Ja,
Yes.
Yes, you were still hanging. Please continue. What happened after that?
U het nog steeds gehang. Wat het gebeur na dit?
en so het ek geslaan na die ander kant,
So the hitting continued.
van hulle sê vir my, ek het saam met Boeta geloop, die kind gevat na Malima toe.
They are saying that I walked with Buddha and took the child to Makalima person.
En ek sê hulle maar is so nie.
I told them it's not like that.
Ek daar nie ken daarvan nie.
I pay no knowledge of that.
En hulle slaat.
And they hit.
Tot en met die tyd toe, ek nou hulle sê maar, ek het saam met hom geloop.
Till by the point I say I walked with him. Yeah.
Thank you, my lord. You can continue, Mr. Van Rijn.
You can voortgaan, meneer Van Rijn.
Toe ek hulle sê maar ek het saam met hom geloop,
When I said I walked with him,
met Joshlin na Malima toe,
with Joshlin to Makalima,
as die tyd wat hulle my afhaal.
and at the time they took me off.
Thank you, my lord. Yes, proceed, Mr. Van Rijn.
U kan voortgaan, meneer Van Rijn.
Maar voor hulle my afhaal het, het ek myself getry om my van hy posisie af te gooi van die stoele af.
But before they took me off, I tried by myself to relieve or to take myself off from the chairs.
Maar ek kan nie die reg kry nie.
But I could not get it right.
Toe sê ek hulle maar ek het saam met Boeta geloop, ek kan gevat na Malima toe.
Then I told them that yes, I walked with Buddha and we took the child to Makalima
En hulle het my afgehaal.
and they took me off.
En hulle goedjies wat ek gekry het, want ek het gehoor hulle praat van Malima se plek.
They got the things in order there, or got the things in order there. I heard them talking about Makalima person,
En dat ons saam met hulle sal ry
that we're going to be riding with them
om Malima se plek te gaan wys.
to go point out Makalima's place.
En ons het saam met hulle gery.
We drove with them.
When you say you drove with them, were you all in the same car?
As u sê u het saam met hulle gery, was julle in dieselfde voertuig gewees?
Nee, daar was verskillende voertuie.
No, we were in different cars.
Do you still remember in which car were you and with whom?
Kan u nog steeds onthou in watter voertuig was u in en met wie?
Ek weet ek het met 'n wat speler Paulo gery.
I know I drove in a white detective Polo.
En die tyd wat ons in Malima in daai kort straatjie by Malima gewees het.
Kan u weer herhaal
Die
asseblief?
straatjie van Malima se daai kort straatjie
When were they in that short street of Malima?
het ek in die een kar gesit.
I was seated in the other car.
Ek was Johnson net links gesit.
Ms. Johnson was seated on the left-hand side,
Waar sy my nog 'n skuiwer gegee het van haar eentjie.
where she still gave me a smoke from a cigarette, a puff from a cigarette.
Do you know who was the driver of the...
The accused used the Afrikaans expression "skuif van 'n enkie," which was correctly interpreted for the record. A puff from a cigarette. So I just want to clarify that. Is that what you meant?
Hier my lord.
Skuif van 'n enkie.
Ja my lord.
Is dit wat u bedoel het, 'n skuif van die eentjie? Yes, my lord.
Mr. Van Rijn, can we go back to the motor vehicle
Meneer Van Rijn, kan ons net teruggaan na die voertuig toe?
that you were driven in while going to Makalima's place?
Die voertuig wat u in was, die tyd wat u na Malima se plek toe gegaan het?
Can you remember who was the driver of that motor vehicle?
Kan u onthou wie was die drywer of wie was die bestuurder gewees van die voertuig?
Nee, ek kan nou nie.
No, I can't remember.
Was Ms. Johnson in that vehicle as well?
Was mevrou Johnson ook in daardie voertuig?
Ja,
Yes.
How many were you in this motor vehicle?
Hoeveel van julle was in hierdie voertuig?
vier dinge.
I think 4.
What happened at your arrival at Makalima's place?
Wat het gebeur die tyd wat u by Malima se plek kom?
Ons buite kar het mos buite gestaan, ons sit mos binne in die kar.
The motor vehicles were outside, were seated inside the motor vehicles.
Soos ek sit in die kar, kan ek sien dit boek Malima se hekke.
Where, as I was seated in the motor vehicle, my lord, I could see by Makalima's gates
En dat hulle lig probeer maak met die torche.
that they tried to make light with the torches. The witness also shows, my lord, by the way of hand,
Maar hulle doen nie antwoorde kry nie.
but they did not get a reply.
En hulle het Malima se slot afgeknip.
And they broke or they cut Makalima's lock. The witness shows with the way of hand, my lord,
En dis hoe hulle toe ingawe gaan het.
and that's how they went in.
He indicated the motion as you would normally cut with a bolt cutter.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, Makalima's gate is cut. And then what happened after that?
Hulle het Malima se slot gesny en dan wat het gebeur?
Ek het van Malima 'n man en haar 2 kinders gesien.
I saw Malima, her husband, and her 2 children.
Ek is nou nie seker as hulle 'n foto of wat het van haar nie,
I'm not sure whether a photo was taken of them,
maar die foto of sy was nog bring na my toe.
kan u weer herhaal asseblief?
Die foto of sy
The photo or her personally was brought to me
om te sê as dit Malima is.
to say whether this is Malima.
En ek het gesê ja.
I said yes.
Was Malima brought to you in person?
Was Malima na u toe gebring persoonlik na u toe? Fisies na u toe gebring?
Maar ja, is ek is seker nie.
At the house, I'm not sure.
Did the police bring Malima to you, to where you were in the car?
Het,
He twice now said, first time he said, he's not sure whether they brought a picture or whether they brought her. Then you posed the question and he said he's not sure whether she was brought to the car at the house. So the follow-up question is disallowed.
Thank you, my lord. And what happened after that, Mr. Van Ryn?
en wat het gebeur nadat meneer Van Ryn?
Na dit is seabode toe.
After that, we went to Sea Border.
Yes.
And what happened at Sea Border?
En wat het gebeur by Sea Border?
Ek kom by seabode,
Upon arrival at Sea Border,
was ek gelos in 'n kar
I was left in the car.
en nie lankie
Not long after,
het hulle my gehaal.
they came to fetch me.
My gevat het by Malima.
They took me till by Malima.
Toe ek daar kom,
When I got there,
toe sien ek maar 2 vroumense
I saw 2 females.
as besig met Malima.
They were busy with Malima.
Ek is seker, ek dink sy was geboeie
I'm not sure. I think she was handcuffed.
en dat hulle haar in 'n swart sak om haar kop gehad het.
They also had black plastic bag overhead. Wag, meneer. Gaan voort.
Van sy het vir my baie die mekaar gelyk,
For me, she looked very confused,
vir alle hare.
especially her hair.
So you went there, you saw what you saw. Was that the only time you were taken there?
U het daar gegaan,
As you just described to me.
u het nou daar gegaan, u het gesien wat u gesien het. Is dit die enigste keer wat u daar gegaan het?
Dis korrek, ja.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. When you say you saw 2 females and they were busy with Malima, what do you mean when you say they were busy with her?
As u sê u het 2 vroumense gesien en hulle was besig met Malima, wat bedoel u met dit?
Besig om haar te martel
They were busy torturing her. U het gesê u is nou nie seker het sy 'n boei gehad nie, maar sy het 'n swart plexiesak oor haar kop.
Oor haar kop gehad, ja.
Yes, over her head.
That's how I know that it is. That's why I asked you whether it was only the one time that you went in there.
En dis die rede wat ek het dit so gehad op my notas, dis die rede wat ek vir u gevra het, is dit die enigste tyd wat u daartoe gegaan het?
Because I anticipate
Correct,
some
yeah.
fireworks later about that.
That's correct, my lord.
Yes, thank you.
And what happened after this, Mr. Van Rijn?
Wat het gebeur nadat meneer Van Rijn?
Dat ek moet Malima sê, dat ek saam met Boeta, die kind by Joshlin by haar gelos het.
That I must tell Malima that myself and Puta, we took Joshlin, we left Joshlin there by her.
Who told you you must tell Malima this?
Wie het vir u gesê u moet dit vir Malima sê?
Ek ken julle name nie, maar ek weet dat die mense wat my afgehaal het van die hang af.
The people that took me off from where I was hanging, my lord, I don't know the names.
What was Makalima's response?
What was
Makalima's response.
Manoa Kalima's response?
Wat het Malima gesê?
Malima het my gevra, maar hoekom doen ek dit?
Malima asked me, why am I doing that?
If you see Mr. Apollos at that stage,
Het nie vir meneer Apollos gesien daardie tyd?
Nee,
No.
Mr. Van Rijn, I'll take you steps back to the first office you were taken into by Sergeant Fortuin.
Meneer Van Rijn, ek gaan vir u net 'n bietjie terugneem in die eerste kantoor waar Sergeant Fortuin vir u na toe geneem het.
is that not before the toilet?
Yes, before the bathroom issues, my lord.
Goodbye. I can't tell you how to lead the evidence, but it's very difficult if we go back and forth. I would suggest, if it's possible, that we deal with the evidence sequentially. Otherwise, we jump back and forth, and it also confuses my own notes. I notice it's 9:30. I'm going to take an adjournment for about